What's going on, everybody? Back live tonight. Might be a little loud. I finally found some copyright-free music so we can finally listen to something. Something's better than nothing, just a little beats. But we're about halfway through this Cybertruck, so I figured I'd let you see the next half. Actually, we're not even close to half. We got quite a bit to do, but these are a little bit easier for us, or for myself, and Ash. If he was still here, we could probably knock this thing out pretty quick. But if you've been watching lately, we've been a little behind because the shop almost caught on fire earlier this week. Aha, there we go. So we're gonna start off with the fenders tonight. Already got those cut. And if you're watching, let me know if you can hear me. Got new mics. Check, check. Should be able to tap it and it'll be loud. What's up, Harry? Told you guys I'd be back at 6 tonight. So this Cybertruck is getting one of the most popular colors done to it, which is matte black. I mean, yes, it'd be a bummer because everybody else has it, but it looks so good. That's why everybody has it. Mom's on here. What's going on, Mom? Harry, I think you were watching last night, right? Or if it was earlier last week, I'm not sure, but finally have some background music that's not going to kick us from copyrights. Okay, get set up and we'll get started on this fender and then have you guys cut with me the cutouts. And we'll do the shop walks again later tonight. For once, the shop's finally empty. We only got a few cars in shop because it's Thursday. Most of the stuff went out today and goes out tomorrow. No, I've been on camp for last couple of days. Nice, that sounds fun. Ski camp. Where'd you go skiing at this time of the year? Is it water skiing? Because definitely ain't snowing out here in Arizona, so thinking a water skiing trip. So just get all this contamination off here. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate all the likes. Got 4 likes started. And we're only at 48 viewers. Let's get to a couple hundred again tonight. And if we can get to, I'm thinking let's set a new goal. Last time we set it at 75 likes and I sent out a detail kit. I think I'll send out another detail product if we get to 200 likes tonight. It's gonna be a little bit shorter. It's not gonna be 5 hours long. I think I got about 3 hours and I'll have this truck done. Let's see. What's going on, Emperor? Where are you watching from? Haven't seen you comment before, but hopefully you'll enjoy. Ow. Totally forgot that the tailgate's sitting right behind me. So we're gonna have to move that. And I'll show you guys later. We pull the tailgates off these things to clear bra them. You talk about how they feel light when you pick them up and just shut them. They are probably the heaviest tailgate on the market when they're actually off the vehicle. And if you're in Arizona, you guys probably see there's a storm going on. You're gonna hear our garage doors in the back kind of shaking. Sounds like it's about to hit a pretty good storm here. So matte black, it's definitely probably the most popular color for the Cybertruck, but I think it's definitely appropriate because it just makes these things look like the Batmobile. Let's see. Live in the projects, one of my neighbors drives this around. Awesome. Yes, this is a Cybertruck. We're actually doing a color change right now in paint protection. So you're gonna get to see us kind of changing everything on this. Don't forget, if you guys are watching, to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, do so please, it helps support. And tons of cool videos to come. We got literally like 6 more Cybertrucks on the schedule, all different colors. So you're not gonna just see matte black. We've only streamed the matte black ones. Let's see if we can get, yeah, you can see pretty good. But it's just easy because we always have matte black Cybertrucks, it seems like, every week. Well, if you must see and you want to see the rest of the Cybertrucks, make sure, forgive me, Heidel, I can't say your first name, but hit the subscribe button and you can hit the notification bells and it'll tell you when I'm going live. It'll also tell you when we drop new videos. And if you stick around long enough, Pidal, at 200 likes, I'm gonna be giving something away. Last week, or the week before, we gave away a really nice detail product. It went all the way to New York. Just messaged him today. He said he got it yesterday. So wherever you're at in the United States, as long as it's in the United States, we can get it done for you. Get it out for you. Let's see. Drew. Yes, so Fortnite Black, yeah, it could be. So Drew, to answer your question, if, let's say, a lot of times we'll notice the bubble afterwards. It's not gonna be during install, it's gonna be usually when it's dry, so you can't really just rip it out because the adhesive's all dry. Well, we don't do drugs here, but we do use needles to pop the bubbles. So this is how you can pop. We basically just suck the air out of it, and it makes a very minimal hole so that you don't even see it in the film. Harry, can you ship to Australia? I can't. But we may make an exception if we hit 200 likes. I don't see that being a big problem. You just might be waiting a little while. Because then it's going to have to go through customs. We'll switch you guys over here. Flores 108, appreciate you for coming on. This is like my favorite part of the truck, so I'm going to bring you guys down to the level where you can see it a little bit better. Because this really comes in when we... So what we do is we lay... What's going on, Dorles? So right here you can kind of already see the outline. This is where the foundation series is. We usually put a sticker there so that it embosses. And this is literally like satisfying not only for me to watch, but I feel like you guys are gonna like it too. Right, let's see if we can get an up close shot of that. Okay, so think about with having a sticker down, and then as we squeegee over it, it's going to start to appear. Because now it's embossing it. And then as this dries, the foundation series is going to show up, but it's not going to flake off. If we had a little tiny sticker like this on the outside, when you wash your car, it's just going to slowly flake off. Bring you guys back to normal. But what do you think about that? I think it's a pretty cool little feature. That's what we do here mainly at our shop. You're gonna see a lot of people doing it, but I think we were some of the first people to do it. Now you'll see a lot of times too, people are taking like all this area fully off. You can do that, but the problem is for the customer, in order for these cameras to start working again, they're gonna have to recalibrate after 2 days. So we found a way that we can pull it off, get enough slack to where we don't unplug the camera, and then just lay it on the tire, do a nice perfect cut here. If you mess that cut up, you're kind of hosed. This piece will be ruined. But hopefully I don't do it on the live, but we've never ruined a piece. See guys, we got 9 likes, but 231 people watching. Everybody start liking. Send out another little detailed care package. Even if you don't like Cybertruck, come on, some free stuff. All right, we got those cut in. Double click clean. Bill, how's it going, Bill? Where's everybody watching from? Sounds like Harry's from Aussie. Forgive me if I said that wrong, Harry, but Australia. And I'm in Arizona right now. This is where our company's at. Dynamic Tint. We're in Tempe. It's currently 6:20. Minnesota. You tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not great with abbreviations, but I'm thinking Minnesota. Ohio. We got everybody from all over. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. And what I usually do as a trick is if we hit 200 likes, it's the first person to throw a comment right after the like. Right after we hit 200. Okay, so we're gonna let this panel dry out before we go mess with it anymore. We're gonna shift over to the other side. Sweden, nice. What time is it over in Sweden? Right now, we're at 6:20. I don't know if you can see it, but 6:20. Arizona, it's the late afternoon. But if you didn't know, and you're just coming on the channel, we're working a little late this week because the panel almost caught on fire and burnt the shop down. So we're playing a little catch up. So instead of just trying to hurry through everything, we just worked a little bit more hours. Ash has been coming in early and I've been staying a little late. And if you hear the shaking of the door in the back, we're getting a pretty good storm out here right now. Now, if you guys are watching, you obviously love cars. That's dangerous. Safety first. What's dangerous? What are we doing dangerous? But if you guys are watching this, you obviously enjoy cars. What's your dream car? Oh, I love asking this question. We get all kinds of different answers. Especially out in different countries. You guys got different countries. Harry, thank you. I appreciate the donation. All the way from Australia. Appreciate you enjoying watching. Always appreciate the donation towards the channel. I do this a lot at night and in the early mornings for fun because my phone doesn't ring too much. And what cooler thing than just to be able to see what's behind the scenes at a car shop that you usually just drop your car off and don't get to see this. You just get it back and it's a different color. So, and you can see here too. So this is a sticker. We kind of overlaid it over the original, and that's how you get the embossing. Oh yeah, dangerous, yeah. So we had, forgive me Hector, but we had a main power line go bad to our fuse panel, which almost blew the entire breaker box. We were smelling the smelling the smell for like 8 hours on Friday. Didn't know what it was, shut everything off. Luckily nothing happened. Monday, come back in, start turning lights and air conditioning on, and we started smelling the smell again, and then the lights went out. Go to open the fuse panel, breaker didn't pop, just burnt the entire main line. We couldn't even touch the fuse panel door, it was so hot. So luckily, it took them 2 days, which kind of hosed us on 2 days of working. We were only able to tint because we had pretty much one spot, and it was way too dark to paint protect. It was honestly a little too dark on the tint side, but tints come in and leave the same day, whereas we can just make up some time on the paint protection. So ran around, got some other activities done in the meantime, like my kids' first day of school. See what's going on, everybody. Voice message retracted. Victor, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're having a good night. I'm gonna enjoy some of this as well. I'll scoot you guys back so you can see more of the panel. Come off to the side. If I have a bad angle, yell at me on the messenger and we'll get you a better angle. If you guys have questions and want to know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, let me know. Even if you install paint protection, I don't mind helping you out on here. You might even be a secret competitor that doesn't know what they're doing on these. So after we do this fender, I gotta cut some more designs, but before I cut the designs, we're gonna do a quick shop walk to show you how it's coming along if you're new, or if you've been following and saw the progress last week to this week. So one thing that's a little unique too, you see this kind of flapping around? Not everybody pulls these off. We saw it on a Cybertruck that we're gonna be redoing. Alexa, volume down one. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. This is a little loud on me. I feel like I was yelling. But we had another competitor truck come in here that was just done in matte black. And I won't lie, forgive me, or maybe you're watching. I don't know who it was. I told the customer not to tell me who did it. But I think my daughter could have done it better with a black crayon. So we're going to be redoing that here soon. But this wasn't pulled. It was all chewed up and didn't look so good. And that's a main focus area. Because if you don't, like if I didn't move this, you would see when that panel goes back together, I'd have that little silver peekaboo. It's hard to catch it, but I'm gonna try to see if I can see it. Right there. And if you try to shave it at that edge, it just looks awful. So you gotta make sure you get full coverage on it. Where's everybody at? We're losing all of our commenters. Let's see. Smash the button. Yes. I appreciate you, Hector. Let's get up to 200 likes tonight. That's my goal. And there's a ton of other cool videos on there. Not just cars. I just do a lot of live stuff because this is my daily job. And I own this company, Dynamic Tint, out here in Tempe, Arizona. But there's a lot of cool stuff if you're looking to do like the sand dunes, which, I'm trying to remember here, Harry, the Australia. I've actually seen a lot of off-road racing on YouTube and stuff too out there. Like it looks pretty good. We do a lot of that. It's on the rest of my channel. You'll see some long format videos of it. And you're gonna see some long format videos of the cars and stuff we do. So I kind of mix everything up. We're not dedicated other than just to what we do. Appreciate all you guys liking it. Hopefully you're enjoying it. But these look, I know there's probably a lot of people that don't like Cybertrucks compared to people that do. But when you see one in person, I think they're a lot cooler than when you see all these photos. Because the photos make them look kind of fake or AI. But they're fun. I mean, if you look on our Instagram at Dynamic Tint AZ, we did a chrome gold one. That was probably my favorite so far. Just because I want the wild ones. I like when we get to do the fun stuff like the car right behind us. I'll show you that. Yeah, I definitely agree. These look so much better in person. They look crazy in video, though. They almost look fake. No matter how you video them, these trucks look fake going down the road on a camera. My goodness, it's getting crazy outside. If we get a crazy storm, I'll show you guys that too. Arizona, we always get crazy weather. Nothing like Texas, though. We had some guys last night from Houston, and I know Houston, you can 1 minute be sweating, next minute it could be raining, but you're still sweating because no matter how much, it's super humid. We had a lot of people from Houston last night. We got anyone from Houston in here tonight? Yeah, so the key with these Cybertrucks too, especially if you're watching, is the edge work. If you're watching it to learn a little bit or something that maybe you do wrap them, the edges on these are so key. We've done probably about 30 of these now. And we actually just talked to a customer too from Vegas that he's going to be getting his Cybertruck polished, and then we're going to put clear paint protection on it. So he's flying out special guys from, I think, the East Coast to polish his truck, and then we're going to protect it from getting damaged with paint protection. That would be kind of fun. That one you'll have to definitely watch. See, and we've learned a lot of tricks along the way too. We used to pull all this stuff apart, no need. Yes, Isaiah, this is a Cybertruck, and we're doing a colored paint protection on it right now. And I always say if I'm quiet, it's because I'm focusing. Right now I got this fender flopping in my face, and I'm trying to cut down here. Okay. Get that fender done. We'll do a quick shop walk, then I'll show you guys how we're cutting out some more designs. So let's see here. So I have seen Wishland Diesel's torture test. It's pretty crazy. Obviously, it's super unrealistic, but I think most cars would get as damaged as his did. Now, to answer a few other questions, why I've cut it and manipulated it a little way I did. So down here towards the bottom, why you saw me kind of move it around, is it has a notch. So when we cut it, we cut that on the face, and then we take it and tuck it back in. That's gonna get it tighter. This, we're using the gap, so it's super easy. And if I pull it up or adjust it or move it, sometimes you may see a little bit of dirt debris that I'm spraying out to clean out. But we oversize the panels. Certain areas we have them cut to fit. So like up here against the window. And then certain areas you have to cut as you go. And that's so that it'll stick. If I left the overhang on this and cut it later, it's gonna suck up dirt while it's sitting there. See, I'm gonna make sure I What happens if I break the attachment clips? So we haven't broke any yet. These actually pop off super easy. Let me show you. So we're gonna flip this around before the shop walk. So this is just resting on top of the tire, but all these attachment clips are metal and they don't really break off as long as you pull them straight out and with a pretty quick force. But you gotta always pull the bottom out first and then work your way to the top corner and then the very front, because it needs to come straight off so that way it doesn't scratch up down here. Because if you just pulled it like off at an angle all at once, it'd start scratching. Yeah, Whistling Diesel did trash one of these things, but I think he trashes pretty much everything he touches. So this truck's it's about 50% done. We have the front end done, so both front doors. We have the front fenders, the clear paint protection areas, the hood, and then the tailgate and the front bumper. So everything, we pull more parts off so that we can tuck them more. Isaiah, I don't live in California, so if you're looking for us, I live in Tempe, Arizona. So Dynamic Tint, we're out here in Tempe. We specialize in Teslas, but also in paint protection. I'll show you around and show you what we do. So this Tesla came in for a full clear bra to get paint protection, and we did it in a clear iridescent, like a changing, shifting color. So now when this car gets out, if you see it kind of like the pink tones and some blue tones in it, when this goes out in the sun, it's gonna have a really cool, crazy different tone as it's going in different lighting. A parking structure is probably gonna make it look the most crazy. But usually we've been packed lately. We scheduled a little lighter just because of all the construction. So if you've been following us, nice brand new fuse panel. That almost burned the entire shop down. We have the Cybertruck, and the new showroom it's getting there. I'm pretty sure that we'll be down here all weekend while we're trying to get all this done in off time hours. So we got baseboards still to do, walls to be painted. We still got to do the lighting up around this area. So we basically blew this wall out and extended everything this way. And then we're gonna get a ton of new furniture, a little waiting area so that you can be comfortable, also so that you can work from here as well. Oop, forgive me, I almost burped, but we got our trophies. 3rd in the world for Expel paint protection film. I don't think anyone else in Arizona has this, so we can say we're the best. Then, the new side. It's just mainly for stores right now, stuff being built. This is gonna be our entire detail side. So this will have more lighting going in soon. The Aston, it's been with us for a little over a month now. This thing got detailed, ceramic coated, full front paint protection, but it's got black wheels on it right now. We sent his old wheels out to get re-chromed, so it's just sitting on a set of loaners. Our friends over at Wheel Specialists are doing that for us. We have a customer's Harley in the back. That Harley's getting full paint protection as well. We have that for a few weeks. We're just kind of working on it here and there. So that's just a quick shop walk. And we'll get back onto the old Cybertruck. And I'll show you how we cut it out too, because we gotta cut more. Let's see, what brand of vinyl you use in Romania? We use 3M. So if we were doing a vinyl wrap, we used either 3M or Avery, but right now we're using a new film called Envision Films. So you can see here, it's a paint protection film. Forgive this is kind of a mess right now. It's a part of the entire build out, but everything else we usually mainly use for paint protection is Expel. Yes, we've done a ton of Hellcats and Demons. I have a very good customer that had Hellcats and Demons, or sorry, a Hellcat Demon, and he had a TRX, and unfortunately got them both stolen a couple months ago at the same time. So we'll be doing another one of his cars. I'm gonna put you guys back in the stand, and then we'll go show you what it looks like to cut the paint protection. So that's the machine right there. It's just a giant printer, but instead of printing with ink, we're printing with a blade to cut all the designs. We got our matte black roll here. Let's see what I got left. So we got both back panels to cut. Okay. So we load it up in this machine. It's going to size it up side to side. Well, if you should see this one, sorry, what was his name? RC. RC, these ones actually look a lot better in matte black. They look a lot more aggressive. But I like the colored ones. Like I said, we did a chrome gold one. Those are more fun to me. They're just different. So we'll show you what we do when it comes to the design software. So everything we use in design is from Expel. So we're going to put it in here, the year, make, model. And then we have all of our own custom designs that we've made. Basically start off with a template from Expel, and then we adjust from there. These are our saved ones. So a lot of times on these cars that we do a lot of full cars, I'll optimize the entire car myself. So we have all of our clear pieces. So these are like roof rails, headlights, fog lights. This is getting clear paint protection to keep it from scratching. And then the rest of this is grouped in certain sections for us to print. So let's see here. We're going to start with the driver's side. What chrome gold? What brand? The chrome gold that we used on the Cybertruck before was Avery's chrome gold. And we actually got the laminated chrome gold version. So it was a little bit more gold, like more of a yellow. When you look at like Hexus and some other companies, they lean more towards the orange kind of chrome gold, which we didn't really want. He wanted that nice gold. If you want to see how it turned out, check us out on Instagram at Dynamic Tint AZ. That one turned out amazing. We're actually getting it back for the first inspection tomorrow. So everything we do, full body, we give them a 2-week wash. So after 2 weeks of it being worn and torn and driven, we like it to come back, wash it, and check it. That just helps us inspect in case there's any little lifting edges. We can take care of them before they got too much dirt in them or something that's not fixable. Forgive me if you're watching me struggle with this right now. This is not wanting to roll right. Okay, so we gotta go 124. And this one's a pretty big run on the side panels. Now, when I cut these big old giant runs, I watch this thing like a hawk. Yeah, the Avery Chrome Gold is like the best. I like the Avery Chrome colors. They're really, really defined. Okay. So when I'm cutting these, I put the cutter on a little bit slower than normal. And I just sit here with my finger on the stop button. Hope you guys are all having a good night. 37 likes. I was trying to get to 200 tonight. We only got 2 side pieces to do, so I'm betting. What time is it? It's 7, 8, 9 is my. Probably 10 is when I'll be finished with this. But let's see if we can get you a little better view. Kind of off to the side, you can see it's cutting out the design now. This little thing that's going back and forth right here, that's actually a needle. So that's what's got the knife in it, cutting the designs out. Let's see, how many people do we have? 200 people watching? What's going on, everybody? Hit that like button. I'm trying to send some free stuff out. I know my buddy Harry's trying to get some stuff. You know what's the coolest part? I don't know why I just had Jackson. What's going on, Jackson? I believe you've watched before. I feel like I remember that name. But It's so cool that we could do stuff like this. Look, we're live right now from Tempe, Arizona, doing installs where before you just be by yourself listening to music doing this. I enjoy more talking to you guys than listening to music. Because my wife knows I usually try to call her at night and just chat her ear off if I'm here. She's probably watching. Yeah, this is a slow, painful process. Forgive me. This is probably a boring part to watch, but this is a part of it. Don't see a like button. You don't see the like button, James? Double tap the screen. Just hit the screen twice. Just boop, boop. You should be able to like it. Brazil, what's going on? Brazil, we got people from all over the world. How are you guys doing? See, that's what's crazy too, is that this isn't that long ago that this was all pretty brand new. Because I remember when I used to travel for work, I'd be in all over the world. And big crease, yes. But the best part with this is it's paint protection. So we can just warm it up. So if you see when I use my solutions, if you ever see me spray the outside of the film, I'll show you. I use a hot bottle. So the nice thing about the hot bottle is we can get a lot of these little guys out. And it'll look perfect. But that's the downfall of this stuff running this long of a run, but it's going to save us the most film. So all my soapy water is in a tank. It's cold soapy water to help it from sticking up. And then like the little creases and stuff you see, when I spray it with my soaps or my alcohol solution, I'll show you over here if I can get this right. The little dark corner over here, that's a sous vide. When that sous vide is heated to 120 and it keeps my alcohol bottles at 120. So a lot of times on paint protection, you can just hit it a little bit with some warm water and it'll get rid of any of the little creases or anything like that. Let's see. See us next summer? Oh, sweet. Okay, Jackson. What, where are you from? Forgive me if you've already been here or done anything with us. I'm not the best with names, but I feel like I've seen you on our channel commenting before. But if you're coming down this next summer, feel free. Anytime, Monday through Friday, we're here. Stop by, say hi. Let's see that film. I don't think we have it in Romania. Probably not. So a lot of these films, the new colored paint protection is coming over from overseas. I think mostly from China and Korea. So there's a million different names of the same product. There's pure PPF, there's all kinds of companies, but you know, if you really look into them, they're owned by detail shops. And I used to work for a company called Suntech, and they're a real manufacturer. So there's only about 3 or 4 of them in the United States. There's not very many. But these films are really nice, especially compared to vinyl wrap. Because we didn't have this option. I've always just done paint protection. We don't do any wraps for normal cars other than Cybertruck. Okay. So we got all the extra film weeded off, removed. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Isaiah, what's going on? Let's see, I gotta go. All right, Jackson, we'll appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. Make sure you're subscribed. Just joined 3 or 4. What in America? Just joined 3 or 4. What's up, Travis? All right, let's do that door. Try and get you guys good angles. So we did all the extra film. So we have the quarter panel, the A-pillar, and the rear door. How much is it for a wrap? So this is paint protection film. On a Cybertruck, you'd have a normal wrap job for about $2,500 to $3,000, but in the paint protection film, you're looking at $6,000. But in Arizona, wrap's only gonna last you about 2 years, if that, if it's not peeling off all over the place. Whereas a paint protection film comes with an 8-year warranty. Oh, 3 or 4. Yeah, so there's only 3 or 4 actual manufacturers of paint protection films. And there's only a couple of vinyl wraps as well. And then that way, you see a million companies popping up right now. They're just all relabeling. The ones that have been around forever, like Expel, Suntech, 3M, Lumar, those guys are all actual manufacturers of films. That's why we stick with Expel when it comes to our clear paint protection. And all the window tint products, they offer the best. And they do a really good job at marketing it as well. Okay, we're gonna bring all our juices over here. Okay. Why does every Cybertruck Chad need to get it wrapped? Every Cybertruck Chad needs to get it wrapped because these things fingerprint like crazy. And the best part is that they don't come with a color. So we gotta do every one of them. They're all the same stainless steel. And if you live in Arizona, you'd know how much of a pain it is here to keep your vehicle clean. Let alone if it was stainless steel and dusty. Now I know it's not painted, but we're still gonna clay bar it. I clay bar every panel and I pull grimes and we use 1 clay bar per truck. A lot with vinyl that doesn't stretch when wrapping a car. Yeah, Raymond, try 3M or Avery. Those are my 2 favorite if we were to ever use them. Which, like we did the chrome gold on a Cybertruck, and that's probably the only car I would do chrome films on because they don't stretch very well at all. They show anything and everything. We actually did probably one of the best chrome installs on these because they're so nice and flat. Yeah, so I'll show you guys the clay bar. If you don't think you get a lot, I can feel it just taking off all kinds of stuff too. Let's see. And if you hear some funny stuff in the background, it's just the commercials from Spotify. Okay. Now you gotta be careful though too. If you guys haven't wrapped clay bar stainless steel, why? Let me show you why. That's everything that came off the stainless steel. It still gets like stuff that gets contaminated and stuck in it, and the clay bar just makes it a lot easier to clean off. Even though you can't see or feel it, but like down in this area, you saw me kind of sitting there for a while. It had quite a bit of contamination. Then I still run my hand over it because a lot of times these panels are so smooth. If you have one little piece of debris, it just shows up like crazy. Grab my squeege. But we'll see. We're gonna try and hurry up and get this thing done so we can go home and so you guys don't get bored watching us. So fun. I'm used to saying us because Ash will be here. But get bored watching me. Lady, what's up? Trash can. Hey, it's true. Kids speak their mind. It's funny what they think, right? I can see why they think that. I think in some states or areas, the trash cans are like a stainless steel look. Listen to that thing rattle. There we go. You know what's crazy though is that your kid thinks it was a trash can. Wait till these are normal. Like right now they're still kind of a wow factor. Just super different than every other car. Like you know something crazier is gonna come out. Forgive me, it's taking me a minute to peel this. Now we just gotta figure out the right way. See, you'd be scared if you were doing this just wadding up film. Sometimes it would just ruin it. Okay, so that's gonna go that way. But being that it's paint protection, and we'll do a close-up too, it's not going to show any of the wrinkles or dimples. It's a thicker film, so it's really hard to actually get it to show a wrinkle. But I kind of made my designs really cool to where it just bumps up on the window, you set your two sides, go straight down, and it's in. See if you guys can see that good. Are you only focusing on car wrapping or are you also? Yeah, no, so my shop, all we do is paint protection, which this is classified as it. And we do window tint and we do ceramic coating. So we do a little bit of protection needs. That's our focus here. But I can't wait to show you, what's the initials on that? Is that a matte wrap? It's a matte paint protection film, yes. Is it easy to wrap a car? Cybertrucks are gonna be the easiest. LM, no. We were talking about the creases earlier when you saw them. I'm gonna install this, and this is part that just got wadded up too. And I'm gonna show you the final result. We'll do a walk quick on this and show you how smooth it turns out. Just because it's a thicker film, it doesn't hold the creases. Now you can see there's one little speck here that just stands out like a sore thumb if you don't go back and get it. That's the only downfall of these Cybertrucks is they are so smooth. You gotta do it as perfect as possible, but we have a pretty decent environment for that. Appreciate it too, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're doing matte black paint protection film on a Cybertruck. Got a ton of experience with these. We've really dialed these trucks in. What we got going on here? Yeah, so we're gonna torch it in after it dries. What makes the film stick to the surface? So it's a pressure sensitive adhesive. So think of it like a sticker. We're using soapy water in one, so as you squeegee it out, it's gonna barely stick. Over time, it's gonna build a much better adhesion. And then if we clear it out with a little bit of alcohol, it kind of softens the adhesive up and makes it stick a little more aggressive. What do I do for a living? Isaiah, this is what I do. I own this shop. It's called Dynamic Tint. Ooh, I had a nice little squeak there. Dynamic Tint. We're out in Tempe, Arizona. We do paint protection, window tint, ceramic coating. And I do this after hours because my phone rings too much. So we have 2 tint guys that do all of our tint, which I can do everything that is done here. But obviously, you'll never be able to keep up with it as you grow. So I got 2 tint guys. I got my right-hand man, Mr. Ash, that does paint protection with me and deals with the customers. And then we have a couple detailers as well. My actual next-door neighbor, Mr. Kyle, and he does all of our detailing, him and his brother, Mr. Glenn. So we got a really good group of guys here. We're located out in Tempe, Arizona. Now, I won't lie for the live. This is the first time I'm doing this on the lift. So I might be a little short for this panel. We just had a ton of cars behind it earlier. Now this is where you gotta be careful though. I'll be honest, when you're scrubbing the edges of these, you could cut yourself. I smashed my finger into one of these really good the other day, probably a month or 2 ago, and super infected my finger, which was just uncomfortable. It didn't hurt, it was just uncomfortable working. So I try to be a little extra careful now with these. But if you don't run the edges, even after 3 detail, we've washed this thing 3 times. That's what we just pulled out of theirs. So kind of the way I have it down is that we'll do the A-pillar, the rear door, then we leave the quarter panels for last because we want these A-pillars and the rear doors to dry out before we wrap them in. And we got a few other panels that are done, so we can wrap those in while the A-pillar, the fender, and all these good things dry. See if you guys can see the whole thing. Yeah, it's pretty fun. If you're looking to get into this, it's a really fun, enjoyable job. Definitely high stress because you're either really busy or insanely slow. There's no such thing as a happy medium in this business. I don't care what owner of any shop or even just as an employee. It's a busy, fast-paced environment. Okay, let me make sure I got everything. I think we're good. Let's see, what's everybody doing? Elon Musk, what's going on, Johnny Silverhand? What's the material and the labor costs on Cybertruck? That, the material and labor costs. So that, for this entire paint protection, colored PPF wrap, you're looking at $6,000. And it comes with a good warranty behind it. If you don't clean it up, the vinyl will easily peel off. Most edges challenge most part when wrapping. Yeah, so the nice thing, Raymond, is that we've already detailed this a few times, but everything, just like you said, if you don't clean it very well, all the edges are going to unwrap. Now, we also give everything a few days before delivery to fully set so we can inspect them really well. But with paint protection, we can clean the PPF adhesive a lot easier than vinyl wrap. Vinyl wrap sometimes is just kind of done because you don't have anything like slippery that you can clean it with without just completely making the adhesive not stick. Name a car for an edit. Let's see, why don't you do let's do something older. C10. Why don't you do a C10 for an edit? I would say Cybertruck, but that's too easy because that's what we're working on. What kind of edits are you doing? Let's see here. Maddie, what's the difference in a paint protection film over vinyl wraps? So this is a TPU base, which is a much more durable film. Vinyl, yes, you can wrap a car a little bit better because they're a lot more, they mold a lot better and they hold form, so you can do it on a lot more complex curves in one piece compared to paint protection where you're doing a lot more multiple pieces, but this film's a lot thicker. So you're gonna see the edges and stuff that you splice, which that's why we only do Cybertrucks in paint protection film. We don't really offer this for other cars because in my opinion, it just looks bad. If you want a color change, vinyl wrap's gonna look better on a different car, but it's only gonna hold up for about 2 years. Whereas this is gonna be backed with a 7 to 10 year warranty dependent upon the manufacturer you go with. All right, so we're gonna let that dry up. And we're gonna cut out the other side. We're gonna leave the quarter panel, because the reason why we can't do the corner panel is we got a bunch of overlapping edges. So we're gonna let those kind of dry. The only one I usually like to cut first is this one. Okay. See, polishing a turd. I ain't polishing this thing. We're putting film on it. All right, Isaiah, appreciate you for coming on. Hopefully you liked it. We've got 198 people, but we only got a few likes. Why don't you guys double tap that screen? Subscribe to the channel. We don't just polish turds, as he says, but I enjoy the Cybertrucks. I think they look cool when we're done. Sing, how's it going? Sing, appreciate you guys. It's another black Cybertruck. We're doing another one. Dr. Pepper, if you're out there, I'm going to throw this in every ad. Please sponsor us, Dr. Pepper. Might sound goofy, but I drink a lot of them. That's what keeps us going. Quit energy drinks not too long ago. Bad for your health. So we're going to print out the other side. We're going to let all that other stuff dry. Then we're going to throw the quarter panel on. How do you get the B-pillar to take that angle? So to take the angle, that's why we actually pulled them apart a little bit. So, and everything's cut to fit. You're going to see how we cut it right now. But in order to get this thing wrapped, we had to pull it apart. There's just one little bolt. You see, pulled just some of the plastics off. There's a bolt that if you put this hood in the right position, it can come off. Isaiah, make your mind up, man. You can stay. You can do your thing, whatever you gotta do. I'll probably be here for a little while, but I appreciate you staying. So you can see, I'm gonna show Mr. Cody. I don't know if you were here for the last part, but so this machine has all of our cut designs. And when I have a popular vehicle that we do a lot, I try and get my square footage and all my cuts proper. So you can see that I get my footage down, all my parts and panels that I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna select the other half of the vehicle. So we wanna measure out 124 inches on this. And that's the last cuts we're gonna have to make. This is a giant printer with a knife. And did I see E get branded vinyl? I don't think so. E get branded vinyl. Forgive me, Raymond, I don't know. We mainly just use 3M and we use Avery if we're gonna use vinyl. I don't do a lot of vinyl though. Everything I use is either colored paint protection because we only do color changes on Cybertrucks, or most of our specialty is in paint protection. So we do a ton of paint protection for a small shop. Okay, so we're gonna measure out 124 inches here. And when we use paint protection, we're always using Expel. It's the best on the market. Okay. Now, if you do know anything about paint protection, anything about vinyl, hammer please. What's up, Jack? How are you? Hammer the like button. Hit the subscribe as well. But if you know anything about paint protection, vinyl wraps, window tint in general as well, it doesn't matter. Like, you obviously want a good top brand. Expel being one of the elite. That's why we use it. But it comes down to the installers. If they do a poor job or they just have really crappy work ethic or don't really know how to do it, then that's where it'll really show. You can give 2 installers the exact same film and get 2 totally different results. But you have to have what I call the give a shit factor. Forgive my language right now, but you got to really care. You know what, that's spinning on the backside. Now we're running it really slow because we don't want this thing to mess up. We don't have very much wiggle room on one roll for if we have to recut. I'd rather, if we had to recut something, it's because we messed it up over there, not at the machine because we didn't give it a chance. And if you're wondering what we're putting on this truck, so clear paint protection, best on the market's Expel. If you're looking for a colored paint protection, there's not very many, but Envision Films, that's what we're putting on this truck today. And that's what my shop uses for all colored paint protection, unless it's going to go gloss black. If it's going gloss black, Expel has the deepest, darkest gloss black on the market, so we use that. How many people are here from a live before? What if I mess up? If I mess up, then I'm hosed. But like I said, if I messed up any of these cuts, I have just enough room to cut 1 cut extra. So our longest part on this vehicle is an A-pillar. So if I cut or mess up the A-pillar or the quarter panel, we got 1 more room for error on this roll to cut it. Luckily, we do, I think we've done probably about 10 matte blacks. So I have that many extra. The first truck we ever did, we came up short and we had to order another roll. But every truck after that, we've been able to save a little bit of film. So that's where we could use some of that. But yeah, if you mess up, you're kind of hosed. But that's why I take every precaution. I don't let anyone else cut the colored PPF with me, because I've kind of got it down to a little bit of a science. This thing would normally be just going shooting back and forth, and that's going way faster. But mess ups do happen. How long is this process? Almost done. What are you working on? What's up, Real Dog? Yeah, so Real Dog, the Tesla Model Y is done. That one looks pretty cool. It came out good. We still got to put the whole thing back together. So that's going to be put back together in the morning. Today, we're working on Cybertruck, another one. This one's going matte black. We just cut the last panels, which are going to be these ones that we're going to do. Appreciate you, Real Dog, for tuning back in. Obviously, we're doing something fun then. You guys want to watch? Okay. This time, TM, if you're still here, that was hopefully a little bit more satisfying to you watch. You watch this cut. It didn't get all like super crinkled up. Got a couple little creases, but nothing too crazy. Okay, so I'll go show you guys the process of pulling all the film off. So now we have our cutouts for our passenger side. We're gonna do the same process. We're gonna do the A-pillar and the rear door. We're gonna let the other side dry. We're gonna cut those in, start heating a bunch of edges on other stuff that's been drying. Then we can come back to those and cut those and dry. That's our driver's side quarter. So the machine, cut everything out of this. Okay. So you'll see I'm going to take all the extra film off around the designs. So then you'll see what's on that computer is what we cut out. Isaiah, what's with all the signs, man? What's up? Those are pretty cool. Yeah, so Isaiah, you asked, like, I think it was you, that what happens if you mess up? This is where I messed up one time. I was pulling the film off. Oh, you can't even see us. It turned the wrong way. And I pulled the film off and it tore across the A-pillar, the largest part of the truck. And that's why I think we even messed. It was our first truck we were doing, so we were learning a lot, kind of wasting more film than we should have, and had to order a whole nother roll. Kind of ate it on the first one. That's called the learning curve. And then perfected the design for more in the future. And we knew that was kind of what it was going into it. This truck's a lot different in the industry than most stuff we've ever done. So there's always going to be a learning factor with it. But shoot, it's probably been one of the most popular vehicles since the 3 and the Y. We've done probably an equal amount of Cybertrucks versus Model Y, Model 3, which we do a lot of. What's going on from Brazil? What's the blackest black you have? Like, is there anything close to black? No, nothing close, but this is a matte black. The deepest, darkest gloss black that we have is by Expel. There's nobody that beats their gloss black. So let's go over here. We'll get you. Set up for this door. What time is it? Let's see. We still got quite a bit over. I'm gonna pick up my process a little bit. 7:30, not too bad. We'll get this thing done here quick. 7:30 for me in Arizona. Where are you guys all from? I saw Brazil. Real Dog. I know you have been on our streams before, which was yesterday as well. We finally got a little bit of sound in the background. Found some non-copyrighted music. Nothing fancy, but at least it doesn't feel like I'm just talking here with it quiet. Don't try to tow anything with that. No, we can tow something with this. Man, you just watched Whistling Diesel a little too much. Whistling Diesel did the torture test. I don't even think my F-250 could handle Whistling Diesel. That was just the other wrap. We're just gonna wrap that edge. Just so you can see, nothing was damaged here. Just that fender was stuck to there, so it sounded pretty bad. That's the funny thing about live too. You guys are gonna see if anything actually happens. Luckily, we haven't had anything happen in a while. Especially if I mess up a piece. Let's see, what's the price of this truck? I think the price of this truck in US dollars is between 80 to 100 grand. Let's see, how many likes were we at? 62, we're doing pretty good. See if we guys can get this to 200. I don't know if Henry's still here, but I know he was waiting. He was trying to wait for the 200. If we can get to 200 likes, I'm going to ship out a detailed care package. Sent one out a week ago. He just received it. Loved it. Went all the way to New York. And I even tossed a hoodie in there. I know it's warm right now, but we're overstocked on hoodies. All right, let's see. Clay prep is all nicely done. Felt pretty smooth. Earlier, somebody asked, why do we clay prep? That's what just came off that door. We always fold these back over, kind of squish that in there and start with another piece, but there was a lot of stuff that came off that door. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to peel this pattern over here, and then we'll get back over there and get stuck on. Okay, now the fun part sometimes, figuring out which way this thing goes on, because it's a square. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Before a car show too, the best thing, throw on some boost, some ceramic boost on your car. It'll really make it shine. Like I said earlier, the cool part about the way I've made these designs is that you just line it up against the window and go. if you actually do paint protection or wraps or anything, you know that you want to just have really good alignment points, and it makes your life a lot easier. Isaiah, what is your channel name? See, I'm going to get on tomorrow maybe. Channel name's Dynamic Tyler. Check us out. You should be able to click on it now and just hit the subscribe button and then hit the notifications bell, and it'll pop on whenever I go live. I usually go live about 2-3 times a week during the weekday, just whenever I'm gonna stay late. That's the nice part, how quick we just did a door. How long does it take you to wrap one of these? I would say if we're counting everything from prep start to finish, we could probably do one of these in about 7 to 8 hours. So a full work day. We usually do them in about 4 to 5 hours. Isaiah, appreciate you, man. Hopefully you subscribed, hit the like button. We'll see you back next time. But on the lives, you'll see us do them in about 4 or 5 hours. The only reason they look like they're so quick is because we don't do all the finish work. A lot of the finish work I'm doing after, because this is boring for you guys to watch me just heating in edges. You might see me heating in some here a little bit later. The procedures to apply a glossy film is the same as a matte? Yes. So it's going to be the exact same as a matte. Now, if we're going to do a glossy clear film, it's completely different, because we got to get each one of these stainless steels to perfection, which we have one that's kind of come in from Vegas when they're done getting it polished. So it's going to be super shiny chrome, and we're going to put our glossy film on it. It has to be absolutely perfectly clean so that it doesn't lock in any fingerprints or contamination, which a lot of stuff we've been using to clean the cars is a cleaner called Bars Keepers, and that'll get the truck really, really nice and super clean before we do it. Okay, we'll do the A-pillar real quick. So then I'll show you, we're gonna go through, after I lay this A-pillar, oh, I got blister. But after I lay the A-pillar, I'm gonna let the A-pillar and the rear door dry as I move on to getting everything else nice and ready. What do you guys like to do for fun? Let's hear what everybody wants to do for fun. I know we're all just watching Cybertruck, but are you guys car guys? Is that what you're watching? For me personally, watch the rest of my channel and you'll see what I enjoy. We do a lot of off-roading in our Razor. See, we got 200 consistently people. I appreciate everybody watching. I'm gonna try and make this fun. I want to do a crazy color. We got a couple other colors next week. Downfalls are not crazy. We got another matte black. We got, I'm trying to get a gentleman to switch to white, which the white ones look pretty cool. And then we have like a platinum, like a little bit of a bronzy platinum Cybertruck that's going to be coming in. Let's see. We got to check the charge on this too before I forget. 35%. Yeah, so we're going to have to throw. Good thing is we do have a charger here, so we're going to throw this other Tesla on the charger before I leave. Ah. Get you a better angle. Let's see. There we go. What's going on, everybody? 170 people, and we got a few comments. What's everybody watching for? What you guys all doing? Are you just clicking by? Stay with us. Stay with me. If you want free stuff, we give some stuff away once in a while. We got to hit 200 likes. It's going to have to happen here pretty soon. Only got a couple more panels, but I do have some heat time, which I told you that's the boring part, so we'll see how many of you stick around for it. And I'll show you how to pull the headlight and stuff out. So we did pull the front bumper, tailgate off the truck. Show you how to pull the headlight out. What's everybody doing? Funny, this music doesn't even have any talking. It's starting to catch it's starting to be a little addicting in my head. Alright, let's see. Just like that. See a little piece of dirt though. Get that out. Sorry, I focused a little hard, but we don't have any new comments, I don't even think. Nope, no new comments. Where'd everybody go? 211 people, 65 likes. Let's get it up. Got me going goofy. All right, so we got these panels installed. We got a front fender wrap. We got on both sides, we got 2 doors to wrap, and we got the A-pillar. So we gotta let some stuff dry. We're gonna reopen doors. Now, another learning curve for you, if you're wrapping these or doing something like that, or if you own a Cybertruck, don't leave your doors open too long. That's why we do try to close them and open them again, because if you leave them open, Mario, this is a Cybertruck, and if you leave them open too long, it draws on your 12 volt. So you don't want to smoke a 12 volt or else your car ain't gonna work too much longer until you get the 12 volt replaced. Okay, that sound is just me opening the front door and the wrap sticking to the door from the front fender. Okay. Now you're all gonna learn how to pull the headlight. So this is cool. The way I got to learn how to do all this stuff, thank you to Mr. Gregor Truck and Jeebs. Check them out, they got a channel as well. But they were able to pull the schematics and show me how to remove all this stuff. Everything we use here, we try to stay organized as possible by putting the red bins. Let's see. Do I have the right size? I do. So the hood, the front bumper, the tailgate, it's all been sitting since about, oh, what time is it now? It's 7:45 my time. So it's all been sitting for about 3 hours almost. So it's gonna be plenty dry for us to wrap. Now, to pull the headlight out, you're gonna use an 8mm. In your opinion, the hardest vehicle to wrap and the worst material to work with. Ooh, gonna make me call someone out here. Hardest vehicle I've ever wrapped. Man, that's kind of tough because they're all a little different. It's probably usually when we do the more hypercar, like luxury cars, like your Ferraris, but more of the special Ferraris like the LaFerrari and stuff like that, that's a little bit more delicate because Ferrari's got hand paint. Everything's custom hand painted, so the paint doesn't stick too well. And when I mean it doesn't stick too well, it doesn't stick too well to the body, so sometimes we've had issues where you're applying a sticky film and it pulls the paint up. But yeah, that's probably the hardest cars. I think the new hardest car is the Ferrari Daytona. I think it's called the SP90 or something like that. Not a ton of people do them. There's a big rear hatch that if you don't do it in one piece, it looks like crap. So you got to do it in one piece and take your time. But it's super difficult. So after you get those 2 bolts removed from there and from underneath, just pull out the clips. Somebody asked earlier if we've broke any. No. They literally are nice like metal clips that just kind of pop right off. And the worst material to work with, good night, Kel, good night, kiddo. Kenzie, get some rest. Got school tomorrow. The worst material to work with is probably vinyl wrap because it goes bad. The chrome vinyl wraps are extremely hard, but that's why we stick to paint protection here. I don't want to call out too many people on there. Because even though if they have bad material, I'm usually decent friends with them. Okay. Now we're going to use some torch to heat the film up and just get it to wrap around. So I pulled this headlight out of the way so I can wrap underneath. We don't like a minimal wrap. We like a nice wrap that's going to hold on really good. So after you get it wrapped, and sorry if that's super loud over the, you want the memory of the film to stay down there. So that's when you overheat it a little bit when it's wrapped underneath. So that way, it kind of kills the memory of the film. Where'd all my talkers go? Seems like everybody's going to sleep. Maybe it's eating a little too late. It's actually pretty early. I knew this was the boring part. That's why I don't like to show it. I tend to get a little bored. All right, how many of you guys are watching that are subscribers? That's what I want to know. If you're not, go click that subscribe button. Hit like. Double tap the screen right now. We don't just do Cybertruck stuff or wraps. We got cool videos. Okay. Now, because I'm too short, I usually lift the hood and I just heat it in from over here. And this is on the lift. This is the first time I'm doing a Cybertruck on our lift. Because these are usually tall enough just to do on the ground. Okay. Now I'm gonna go wrap the hood and tailgate. That way we can go put these things back on. So we can't drive the truck until the tailgate goes back on, or else it's gonna have to reread everything. Oh, these things are heavy too. Let's see if we can get a better angle. How many people are hanging in there with me? We got 240 people, it sounds like. We got tailgate, Cybertruck, we gotta get finished wrapped in. So the only part on the entire truck that we shave off is just below this tailgate. Or just below the tail light, forgive me. Everything else we wrap. I feel like I'm losing you guys. We ain't got no more talking. Maybe I'm getting a little boring. It's because I'm not actually installing. I knew the heating part is pretty boring. How about we play some trivia? Let's see. We got 194 people watching. Let's do some trivia. See if I can figure out a card trivia. Let's see. I'm going to have to fact check it before. Just to make sure I'm not wrong. Actually, you know what? I do know something. So, if you guys are watching, let me see. I'm going to go grab something right now. We're going to give away something. We're going to have some fun. Oh, we got a couple trolley bright crawlers left. We're going to take a pit stop there. Okay. Okay. Like I said, I like to give stuff away. So if you're still watching, we got 185 people. If you're watching because you enjoy cars, you're about to get something if you can figure this out. So ceramic boost, super amazing for your car. It's a detail spray that you can spray on a towel after your car's been washed, cleaned, and you're gonna wipe down the panel and you're gonna take another towel and dry it off. It's got very detailed instructions on the back on how to use it. So, just saw people using a heat blower and technique. Yeah, so I use a torch, but we're gonna give this away. So good instructions, great detail product, but do you guys know what paint protection film was originally designed for? It goes back to a different total application, nothing to do with cars. If you guys can put it in the comments, I'm gonna ship this out to you. If you're in another country, it just might take a while to get there, but hopefully if you're in the States, it can get there in a couple days. So let me know in the comments. We're gonna give out an Expel ceramic boost valued at $35. So you're gonna get this for free. Throw it in the comments. What was paint protection originally intended for? And then it crossed over to cars. Okay, I'm gonna grab a chair while you guys think about that. Let's see. I can put it up a pole here. I think so. Let's see, what was paint protection film originally used for? Okay. Just threw it in there. So, what was paint protection's original use for? And we're going to give you some detailing products. I like doing giveaways on lives. You guys have contributed to us the past couple nights. We've had a few people donate. So I'm going to use those donations for shipping. And we're going to ship out a detail product to one of you guys. If you can figure it out. I know you're all near computers. You should be able to cheat pretty easy. Okay. Still got a few people. Count's starting to go down. We're getting boring because, like I said, I just gotta heat these in. Bring it down to my level. Just think, if you were going to a car show this weekend, or I don't think you'll get that fast unless you're in California. But if you're going to a car show next weekend, you could be using the Expel Ceramic Boost to get your car nice and clean. Expel, if you're on here, or anyone, throw some products so we can give it away. I'm gonna have to call my rep. Dobbins, you better be on here. Or eventually, so that we can do some giveaways. So we always cross-cut these corners just so they melt around the corner. Guys, if you're hanging in there with me, come on. Let's hear some guesses. What do you think paint protection was originally used for? Because I don't know the dates exactly, but I know it's original intended use from when I used to work for the manufacturer. Man, nobody wants free stuff. We don't even get comments for it. Where'd you all go? I think YouTube's lying to me saying that there's 200 people watching this. I have to show you this foundation series too after we heat it in a little bit. I feel like this is where I'm going to lose most of you guys. This is kind of boring. But the result of this car is going to look amazing. If you want to see all the stuff we do, go to Dynamic Tint AZ on Instagram. Okay, let's see here. We got any guesses, anybody yet? I think I don't see any new comments in there. Nobody wants any free detail spray. Hey, maybe it's just, not enough. Let's see here. Paint protection for the military vehicles. Carlos, you're close. Yes, very close. What vehicle is it for? It was definitely for a military vehicle. Hey, at least appreciate you hanging in there with me, Carlos. Nobody else is talking. I'm getting kind of bored. That's why we're giving some stuff away. I think you know what it is. But yes, paint protection's original intention was for the military. Just what vehicle? Let's see. All right. We got those all wrapped in. Oh, we're gonna have to do the bumper. The front bumper. Okay, the problem is with the front bumper that we need another rack because this is too heavy to do here. We'll set up a couple trash cans. We're gonna set them up over here. Carlos, did you figure it out? Let's see. Which vehicle? We got 3 votes. No, we got 3 votes for people that don't care. Let's see. Come on, guys. Carlos, you're so close. What vehicle? Because there's all kinds of military vehicles. Okay, we're gonna use these as a stand for the bumper. Ta-da. Almost hit myself on that. Let's see. Okay, since we don't have that many comments, I'll be quiet. I'll quit talking. I'll quit chatting your ear off. I'm just gonna keep on working. See if we can get you guys a better angle though, at least. Hope you guys are all having a good night. Oh, a little wiggly on there. We should be safe. There we go, it's a little more sturdy. Man, at least you guys are all voting. Maybe the comments are behind, maybe not. Nope. They're not behind. Carlos, you are the closest, which I know you know it, but I was just curious what vehicle, because it's specific. It's a little more specific. Fabio, who is this? Tyler with Dynamic Tint in Tempe, Arizona, working on a Cybertruck today. And we're doing some paint protection. I was just being quiet till some people talked, so appreciate you, Fabio. Okay, go put some of these parts back on. Bring y'all with me. So we still got a few pieces to put on, but we got to put some stuff together before we keep going. So we can start getting parts out of our way. So there's a little seal guard here that pops in. What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday night, the week's almost over. What are you guys all doing for the weekend? Anybody doing something fun? I'm gonna be here all weekend working. But at least I'll be with my wife and kid. because they're going to help me design the shop. What's going on, everybody? Come on. I know everybody's probably just popping in and out. It looks like it's fluctuating pretty quick. How long have we been going here? 127 minutes. Nice. Not too shabby, actually. Shoot, it's really not that late. We're almost done with this truck. We just got to do a lot of edge heating. That's why it's going to be a little boring for you. But maybe we'll have a little bit more of a quiet live tonight. Usually everybody's a chatty Cathy, which makes it more fun though for me. I don't crank these down with power. I just a little faster to get them on. Especially if you're a mechanic watching, you know you definitely just don't go cranking these on the plastic. All right, let's get these on. Try and get some channel sponsors. Let's see. Dr. Pepper was one. Let's see. Every tool we use. We like using Snap-on. Only reason I like using the Snap-on tools is because I used to lose so many tools in customer cars. Like I'd forget them on the floorboard or something, which isn't great. But now we went to a bucket system where everything has a bucket for each car. And I figured if we had Snap-on tools, we'd be more inclined to not lose them, which we haven't lost them yet. Okay, it's wrapped in nice and good. Okay, go put the headlight back in. Harry's back. What's going on, Harry? Harry, so I am doing a giveaway, but Carlos, he was close to the answer. He just didn't give me the specifics. So if it is, look back in his comments. I'm giving away a detail spray that the question is, what was paint protection's original use? What was it originally intended for? His comment was right, but more specifically, there's a specific vehicle, because there's a ton of different type of vehicles like that. And you know what, Harry? If you do get it, I will ship it all the way out to Australia. I just need to get all your information if you get it. That torch is out. Now I'm gonna call Expel tomorrow too. See if we can get some free stuff to start giving away. Was it to protect a fighter jet? No, not a jet, but you're really close. It was the underside of something so when they landed, they wouldn't get damaged. Just give me the name of it. It was really close. If you just say the type, I'll let you know. Wasn't a jet though. Let's see. Don't remember which one. It wasn't a fighter jet, but it was also something else that flies. So it doesn't have to be specifically like a fighter jet, but it was something else that flies in the military, and it protected it when they landed for the bottom side of something. There's my tool. See, I just talked about losing my tool. I'm running around looking for it. Yep. Man, I can't even say your name. But Harry, just for the sake of it too, we'll send one out to you. But Mirandones, the helicopter blades. Yes, landing edges. That's right. So paint protection's original use was for the underside of helicopter blades. When they would land in desert or in harsh terrain, a lot of the dirt and rocks would fly up and hit it. And I believe it was a 3M product. It was a super thick, rigid product that didn't really conform, so we couldn't put it on vehicles yet, but over the years it developed for vehicles and for paint protection. So the way I've been getting people's information, you can shoot me an email. It's located in there. Carlos, we're gonna send you one too. Carlos, Harry, and Man O for Randomness. See, I like to have fun on here. So those are 35 bucks each. We're gonna send about $100 worth of product out. So, and up there, I appreciate you. Harry, I don't know if I'm pointing to the right spot, but for me, I can see Harry had donated earlier. I appreciate it a ton. So we had a few more donations earlier in the week, so we're gonna use those to ship these products out to you guys. Does everyone have Instagram? If you do, that's the easiest way. Harry, Carlos, Mandarins. But look us up at Dynamic Tint AZ. Shoot me a private message. Get me all your info. Or you can shoot me an email. I think if you go to my main page, you'll be able to send me an email. But let me know so I can get all your info to send them out to you. We'll get you guys all a ceramic boost. Oh, that thing's loud. Well, that's a light. So let's see, Harry. You guys see if do you guys all have Instagram? Yes or no? Let me know. If you do, that's going to be the easiest way for me to get your info. Because I don't want you to post it in the comments and then everybody has it. You never know who's watching. People can be kind of crazy. Even if you don't, shoot me an email. I put my email in there for a minute. Let's see if I wonder if I can send you a message. Pin report channel user. Message. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Send me an email to dynamictintaz@gmail.com. Let me know what your username was and get me your info and I'll ship it out. What time is it? I'm starting to go a little slow. I need to hurry up. Let's see. So what are you giving away? It wasn't ever listening. You weren't listening. You gotta watch. Well, so let me go grab it. Okay, it was 1 bottle of ceramic boost, but I'm gonna be kind and do the 3. Hulk, what's going on? So, man of randomness. Now I can finally read it. Man of randomness. Email me at dynamic10az.com. I'm gonna send you out a free Expel ceramic boost. It's a really nice detail spray. It's gonna leave your car super slick and hydrophobic. Harry, I really want to get this out to you too. So if you have Instagram, let me know, or email me at dynamic10az@gmail.com. Same with you, Carlos. We'll get these all out to you guys. So we gave away about $100 in product tonight. And I'll say it again, Harry, appreciate you for your donation earlier. So we'll get all these out to you guys. But I got to get your info before we quit the live. So please, Harry, Carlos, shoot me either an email or send me a DM on Instagram. See what you guys doing, Hulk? Would you ship to India? Not today, you missed it. Sent you a DM. Appreciate you, Harry. Man of randomness, make sure to email me, or I think you said you don't have Instagram, so shoot me an email and we'll get that out to you. Unfortunately, Hulk, I'm sorry. The giveaway was earlier. I extended it to 3 instead of 1. Oop. Ah. Okay. Get these all in. Yeah, sorry, Hulk. It was a little bit earlier. Just missed it by a few minutes. So we're just putting the Cybertruck back together. Heat and edges in. Like I said, a little boring. So sorry, guys. Appreciate you hanging in there watching. That's why I did the giveaway during the boring time. And Harry, I wanted you to get it too. See what's going on, everybody. Yeah, subscribe. Make sure you watch some of our lives. I do giveaways on our lives, and then on our long form videos. Those are just for fun. Okay. Email one more time so I don't get it wrong. It's dynamic tint, but AZ. So dynamic tint az@gmail.com. Make sure you get your address right on there so that I send it out and it goes to the right place. Okay. That's just the A-pillar bolts. Okay, we still gotta heat all this in. See, sometimes just even all the edge work takes as long as wrapping this entire car. What's going on, everybody? So there ain't no trim on the, yep. No, so that, well, the trim, no, I just gotta put that back on. So the reason why there's no trim on it is just because we wrapped the film into there. Or actually, no, we pulled a bolt out to get this A-pillar off. Whoa, what's going on? David, perfect. Is this a wrap PPF? This is a colored PPF. Yeah, see if we can get the whole fender in there. Appreciate everyone for sticking around. It's been a long live. Surprisingly, this is the first live Cybertruck we've almost wrapped from start to finish. Got a little bubble there. Maybe you can, oh no, it's a little low. Just gonna pop it with a little needle. Done a Mazda. Yeah, we've done quite a few Mazdas, not in a color change. Like I said earlier, we only do color changes on Cybertrucks, but we do a lot of paint protection on Mazdas. We've done quite a few CX-5s, Mazda 3 speeds. Let's see how the battery life is on this. Okay, we still got some percentage. We're good. Can we see the interior? Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Is there any chance of the paint getting cut using the blade? This has no paint, so really no chance, but we're just kind of float cutting. I'm doing just the edges. I'm not cutting on the actual vehicle. But yeah, it looks a little messy because it's got to get ready for detail. But that is, let's see if I can flip this around. So that's what the inside looks like, other than all the parts that we have sitting in there. Pretty cool, big moonroof. It's got quite a bit of space. I think they say these are larger than an F-150. So, my buddy has one. His name's Cybertruck. That's kind of how we met, was through the Cybertruck stuff. And he's, I think, well over 6 foot and comfortably drives one of these things. It's funny because we make a lot of friends through all this stuff. Like Jeeves, if you want to learn anything about electric vehicles, go watch the Jeeves channel. Have you ever done a launch test? No, I haven't in one of these. But I guarantee you I could get a buddy to take me to do it. I had a Tesla Model 3 in the past, and it was just the standard range, and that thing was crazy fast. I couldn't imagine one of these. It's 9 o'clock. I'm probably gonna wrap this thing up, head out for the night, get some few of these pieces finished up, and go home and get some rest. It's 1:45. Is it 1:45 in the morning? Appreciate you, man. Randomness. I will try to get that stuff sent out to you guys this weekend. Or is it 1:45 in the afternoon? I think you guys in Australia are usually opposite, so it's daytime, right? So I've been there a few times. I went to Sydney twice. We actually, once for fun as a kid, and then another time for work. I went there and sold paint protection. And you know, it's crazy that was really popular, and I don't know if it still is, but was liquid paint protection while we were out there. Okay, oh wow, so it's, yeah, it's opposite time, I thought. But the liquid paint protection was really popular, but it doesn't hold up. You guys have too much heat. It's basically like plasti dip for your car. But I think now they've mostly switched to regular paint protection. I have a buddy out there that owns Dark Side window tinting. I don't know exactly where he's at, but he was working at a dealership when I was out there. We trained him, and just still Facebook friends. And I catch his stuff all the time. I think his name is Josh. Have I been to Melbourne? I believe I did. The downfall was that when I was there, I had the gentleman that was like our sales rep out there, and he drove me around everywhere, so I didn't really know where I was at when I was there. Is the Cybertruck the easiest to wrap other than cars? Yeah, so it's the easiest to wrap because of the flat panels. It's the hardest to wrap when it comes to wrapping the edges. The edges take forever. So you've seen I've been wrapping these edges for over an hour now. Like some of these areas like this, I'm gonna have to let dry till tomorrow. But yeah, these take a lot of patience when wrapping the edges to do properly. Which is why I might save some of this for tomorrow too. I just gotta come back early, but it's almost my bedtime. And I think real quick too, Harry, I think, is it a day ahead or a day behind? I think you guys are usually a day ahead. So it should be your Friday afternoon, right? Or is it Thursday afternoon? And you know it's cool too, Harry, if you really like this product, we have Expel dealers out there in Australia that you can get more of it from too. See, it's Friday. Yeah, I thought so. That's cool. It's Thursday for 10 more minutes. Let's see. Man of randomness, where are you from? If it's only Thursday for 10 more minutes, that means you're, what, so 9, 10, 11, 12. So maybe you're on the East Coast? Because you're only 3 hours ahead of us, so it makes it probably, oh, Ohio. Gotcha. The football state. That's all I think about when I think of Ohio, is Ohio State.
Can I refi my mortgage? With Wells Fargo, I can get a cash out refi quote. I can refi with Wells Fargo at wellsfargo.com/rate quote. Wells Fargo is an equal housing lender.
Hey, sweet. I bet your dad will enjoy it. Definitely a cool thing to give your dad, especially if he enjoys his cars. I think we got this Tesla pretty much done. Please give me a pic of the Tesla car. So that's the Tesla Cybertruck, and that's the Model Y. Awesome. Harry, what kind of cars does your dad have? What's he enjoy? Let's see, I'm gonna spin you guys around. You can see I'm gonna just wrap this little piece in so that I can shut this when I leave tonight. It doesn't draw on the battery. Bumped into another torch. We keep torches all over this place. Okay, now I can shut this so that the battery's not drawing on it. Let's see how much battery life this thing has. 35%, that's gonna be good. Because we had the shop almost catch on fire. The last thing I want to do is leave a hey, man of randomness, I appreciate you. Dude, this is cool. I appreciate you guys donating. Can't wait to ship that out to you. I really hope your dad I really hope, actually not, Harry's dad's gonna enjoy this, but man of randomness, you're gonna really like the detail spray. It's amazing. It works. It makes your car feel like it has a ceramic coating. Let's see. Thanks again to Harry tonight, Man of Randomness. You guys throwing some donations in there. You both rock. And you've been hanging with me, I think, for most of the live. Oh, shoot, I just noticed I got 9% on my phone, so let's get a charge going here. Or that just means, honestly, I'm close to being done. So if it does die, forgive me. I got 9%, but I'm gonna just wrap a few things in, call it done. That's gonna be the end of my night here soon. With 9%, we're gonna wrap this door in. Really, Harry, Man of Randomness, appreciate you guys. Can't wait to ship that stuff out to you. I know, Harry, it's gonna take a while for you to get it, but let me know how you enjoy it. Keep up with all of our stuff. Especially now you know our Instagram, so write us on Instagram. Let us know how your dad enjoys it. Man of Randomness. Pop on Instagram. Check us out at Dynamic10AZ. Or you can even check us out at Dynamic10AZ.com. We got a new website going up soon. So like I said, I gotta heat wrap these in even though I wanna go home because the doors on a Cybertruck cannot stay open too long. Awesome. I appreciate it. JL, I only got about 9%. Heck yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll send it out to you. I guarantee you'll like it. If you do like more, you can buy more on our website. It's going to be coming soon to purchase online. It's in the process, probably be a couple weeks. It's almost all redesigned. But what we're doing on here, which we only have a few percentage of battery left, is 8%. So we're finishing up a Cybertruck paint protection color change. And you guys are going to stick with me just until my phone probably dies. But thanks again, literally, Harry, man of randomness. You guys are awesome. Made tonight fun, especially you guys talked probably the most, which I enjoyed just chit-chatting. I don't think Carlos, if you're still on here, don't forget to send me your info on Instagram. dynamictintaz@gmail.com or dynamictintaz on Instagram. Oh, sweet. We're in AZ, Tempe, Arizona is where I'm located. Check us out, Dynamic Tint AZ. You can see our logo, Dynamic Tint. I think my phone's gonna die here soon. So just thanks to all you guys. Especially Harry and Man of Randomness. Took me a minute to figure out the name. Nice, Justin. You have a Cybertruck? Central Utah. Awesome. Well, you're always welcome by. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Sometimes a little later. That's when you'll catch me on the live. Like I said, guys, we might be losing you here soon. 7%. But once I wrap this in, if I got a little bit of time left, we'll show you around the shop one last time. Then we're gonna head out. A little too high. Justin Davis, if you have Cybertruck, check us out at Dynamic 10 AZ. Got the most experience around here and the most give a crap factor is what I call it. So we really care about how the quality turns out. Especially if you're somewhere close. Do you paint or just wrap? I just do paint protection. So just wrap, no painting. I'll leave the painting up to the paint pros. All right, guys. Well, before my phone dies, I just want to sign out. Don't want to leave you on a random cutoff. We got 6% left. So, what's my dream car, Harry? My dream car is the new Z06 C8. The C8 Z06 is amazing. The ZR1, even cooler. I'm just not a fan of the hood. So I'm sticking with the Z06. But I want to thank all you guys. Huge shout out to Man of Randomness and Harry, especially for donating. I'll get you guys stuff out later this week, or hopefully this weekend. That's what my goal is, just to send it out. Harry's going to take a little while to get to you, but thank you, everyone. We got 141 people left right now. We ended up with 80 likes. My goal was 200, but we'll get there, I promise, because we're going to do a lot of late night Cybertruck wraps. So appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you guys have a good day or a good night wherever you're from.